What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with another New York Giants video. Do me a favor. You know the drill by now, guys and girls. Smack the hell out of that thumbs up. Helps me out huge. Leave a comment. YouTube loves when you leave a comment down below. Good, bad, or indifferent. I love reading all the comments and getting your opinions anyway, but YouTube also loves when you put a comment down below. And hit the subscribe button, man. Hit it. Hit that subscribe button. Pound that subscribe button. Ring the bells. You know, I do a video like this, do a Giants collab with Man, the Entertainer, Talking Sports. We live stream Giants games. Going to be doing it all year long. We upload a lot of videos. Like I said, you're going to want to come along with a ride. The New York Giants football season is always a lot of fun on this channel. And I'm going to run the gamut of emotions. It's going to be happy, sad, pissed off, aggravated, ranting, raving, smiling, whatever. I want you guys, girls, to be a part of that journey this year. And hopefully the New York Giants can surprise a lot of people. Preseason's done. Week 1 is 13 days away, 4:25 p.m. Titans, Giants, Fox. I get Fox. I saw a lot of people comment last time, Baddog, do this, do this, do this. Guys, I don't have that problem with the Giants. The Giants are broadcast in my area all the time. It just happened to be a Jets-Giants game. I wasn't going to pay for a prescription. I wasn't going to pay for a prescription or a subscription to watch the practice squad players that the Jets and Giants go at it. I just wasn't going to do it. So I just listened to it on WFAN. It's all good, man. I used to listen to games on the radio all the time. I like listening to the game on the radio. I just missed that. Didn't get to do the stream with all you guys, girls, and Chris. I mean, that's part of the fun for me. It's a lot of the fun for me on Sundays. But I always appreciate all the, advice or links and everything else that you guys gave me, but I'm not going to buy anything, man. The Giants are good here. It's the Jets that I have the issue with, but I'm not a Jets fan, so we don't got to worry about it. And the Giants don't play the Jets this year, so we don't got to worry about it. Anyway, so a couple of things I want to talk about with the wide receivers. Obviously, the Giants got to cut it down to 53 by tomorrow, I believe, 4 p.m. They've already released 7 guys. Nobody really in particular. It's going to be great. It does seem like they're going to keep 2 quarterbacks. It does seem like Tyrod Taylor, Davis Webb will be here. Even if they do inactivate Davis Webb, they kind of want him there, I'd imagine, for coaching situations or an emergency quarterback. Listen, man, Tyrod Taylor took a wallop, so we don't even know what his situation is for week 1. I think he'll be ready, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did carry 3 quarterbacks, which means they're not going to carry 7 wide receivers. Darius Slayton is the guy that we've heard a lot about. Giants are going to release him. Now he's garnering a lot of trade interest from teams, and why not? I mean, the Giants nobody would have to give up anything really for Darius Slayton, and it makes all the sense in the world. He had a great rookie season with Daniel Jones. I think he had 5 touchdowns or 8 touchdowns. He had like 800 yards and 8 touchdowns. Looked like he was going to be a superstar. Looked like he was going to be a steal of the draft, and he just progressively got worse. Now, how much of that had to do with Joe Judge and, Jason Garrett and the injuries and everything else, who knows? But even this year, he's had an uninspired camp. I don't believe he caught a pass in any of the preseason games, and he hasn't looked good in training camp at all. He cost us almost $2.6 million. And for a team that's cap restricted already, and we have a problem with the cap, thanks to Dave Gettleman, cutting or trading Darius Slayton would save us $2.5 million. So obviously that move would be very feasible for the Giants. And if they could get anything in return for Darius Slayton, it's probably going to be what happens. I don't see Darius Slayton making this team one way or the other. They actually asked Darius Slayton, they said, do you think you're going to make the team? You think they'll cut you? And he said, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I think Darius Slayton sees the writing on the wall. I think he knows he's underperformed here. I think he knows his days are numbered here. And even going forward, I mean, past this year, I don't think there's any way Shane and Daboll, or Shane Bull, as I call him, would bring him back here. So if the Giants can get any kind of trade value for Darius Slayton, I don't see why they wouldn't go ahead and just move Slayton to another team. I think Slayton can be valuable. He's still a speedster. He's got pretty decent size. He runs a 4.39 40 out of Auburn. I mean, he's shown the ability to be explosive. He definitely has some talent. He just kind of fell out of favor, which a lot of Giants did, to be honest with you, on the offensive side of the ball. Injuries, bad coaching, bad play calling, and everything else you could think of hurt a lot of these guys on our offense. Daniel Jones included, Saquon Barkley included, so, and who knows who else it's hurt. But Darius Slayton might not be long for this team, and I don't know the teams that would be interested in Darius Slayton, but I'm sure there's a handful of teams out there that could use the guy. Like I said, there was talks about maybe a Denzel Mims for Darius Slayton trade. It kind of would make sense, but then there's a lot of talk about Denzel Mims going to Carolina and playing for Matt Rule, who coached him at Baylor. So we'll keep an eye on all that stuff. We'll keep an eye on who gets released. And like I said, I would be surprised if after 4:00 tomorrow, Darius Slayton remains on the New York Giants. I think Darius Slayton will be surprised too. Kenny Golladay. Boy, does he suck. Kenny Golladay had 521 receiving yards last year, no touchdowns. He paid him $72 million. This year, uninspired camp, looks lazy, looks uninterested, no rapport with Daniel Jones, just looks good. Not even a part of the offense. You wouldn't even know Kenny Golladay was there. If you didn't put a number on how much money the guy was making, you would think he was out there trying to make the team. I don't remember. I heard that someplace. I don't remember where I heard it, but they were right. I think it might have been Tim and Online Big Blue, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Tim usually has pretty good takes. Sounds like something he would say, and he's right if he said it, or whoever said it's right. If you didn't know who Kenny Golladay was, you would think that guy's fighting to make the team. That's how bad he's looked. He played 51 snaps in preseason games. He had 4 targets. He had 1 catch for like 6 yards. And of course, you had the drop down by the goal line that may have gotten us a first down, may have gotten us 4th and inches. It would have definitely advanced the ball, and he dropped it. And again, he's done nothing in 3 of the preseason games. He's done nothing in training camp. He is not Schoen's guy. He is not Daboll's guy. They did not pay him $72 million, which is why I've said I'm hoping for the best for the Giants. I just don't expect a lot because we got a lot of Gettleman hangover here still. That's one of the Gettleman guys. It was a bad contract, and he just doesn't look good at all. Brian Daboll has said Kenny Galladay's role, I'm not going to say he's not going to make the team. He's going to make the team because he gets paid so much. It would cost the Giants $4 million to cut the guy. Next year, it would save him $6 million to cut him. They may cut him next year. But there's no guarantee that he's going to be getting the snaps. There's no guarantee. It could be David Sills. It could be Wan'Dale Robinson. It could be Sterling Shepard. It could be Kadarius Toney if he's healthy. Daboll, I'm doing it all the time. Daboll has said the best players, the guys that contribute the most, are going to get the snaps. But Kenny Golladay hasn't proven a damn thing, except for that he's getting paid a lot of money. But Daboll wants to put guys out there that give him the best chance to win the game. Kenny Galladay's role is not safe here. Again, he's making the team. They're not going to cut him. That'd make no sense. And they're not trading him because nobody in their right mind is picking up that freaking contract unless Dave Gettleman called out a GM job someplace. Anybody know of a job that Dave Gettleman got here this previous season, took over a GM of a team because maybe you could swindle him into taking Golladay back? Nobody else in the right mind has taken on that contract for a guy that has completely underperformed with the New York Giants. So don't expect him to go anywhere this year. However, what he does in the field and how limited the snaps are is a possibility. Daboll's got no, allegiance to this guy whatsoever, and has pretty much said, he said it when he was talking about Bachman Sills and Colin Johnson before he got hurt. These guys aren't just fighting to make a team. They're fighting to get meaningful reps, meaningful snaps, and play more. They're fighting for positions on the team, as far as like number 1, number 2 receiver and stuff. So Kenny Galladay's role is not safe here at all. It'll be interesting to see exactly what they do. I'll be hard pressed to think he's not going to start week 1. However, if he continues to struggle and they don't look his way and he can't get that separation and Daniel Jones doesn't want to throw the ball to him, or he doesn't produce, I'll be surprised if he is sitting on the bench and getting limited reps, getting limited plays in a game. Now, one thing I'm going to say about Kenny Golladay, and here I know people are going to go, oh, you're knocking Daniel Jones again. This is not a knock on Daniel Jones at all, okay? Kenny Golladay in Detroit was never a guy that got separation. He just wasn't that guy. He was a big, tall guy. He could go up and high point the ball against a lot of 50-50 balls. Well, Matt Stafford trusted him, right? Matt Stafford trusted him to go up and get the ball. So Stafford took some risks and threw the ball in that direction. I don't know if Daniel Jones wants to do that. Kenny Galladay's never been a guy that's going to get massive separation. It would be up to Daniel Jones to trust Kenny Golladay. Hey, if I loft this ball up there and it's a 50-50 ball, you're going to come down with it, and the defender's not going to. So that's not a knock on Daniel Jones at all. I just don't know if Daniel Jones has the level of trust in Kenny Golladay that Matt Stafford had, and that could be why Kenny Golladay is just not producing here. I mean, that's just a fact. He's never been a burner. He's never been a guy that's going to make incredible moves and make a bunch of people miss in the secondary. He's not shifty like a Kadarius Toney. He's not fast like a Darius Slayton. He's just a big guy that can go up and he's strong and he can make those contested catches, which is why I thought he was going to be so valuable in the red zone last year. The fact he didn't score a touchdown is unbelievable. So we'll see what happens this year. Remember, Daboll has said, I want Jones to take some chances. I want Jones to be aggressive. So maybe when the games count, you see Kenny Golladay out there, and Daniel Jones says, okay, we're going to take a couple chances early on, see what we got. I'm going to take a couple chances early on, see if he can come down with the ball and try to build my level of trust for Kenny Golladay. And if he can't come down with the ball or it leads to a couple of interceptions, he probably stops looking that way unless he's wide open. That's just the way I see it. But what the hell do I know? I'm just a dude on YouTube. Anyway, you're a dude or a dudette on YouTube that just watched this video. And if you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. Do me a favor, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. And I'll see you next time. It is the Bad and Diggity Dizzle, and I'm out of here. Peace.